Hello, 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 everyone. It's Kim from K&RP here in southeastern Manitoba. It is a beautiful sunny day. It is currently 8 degrees Celsius, which is really wild for us in the middle of November, which means it is 46 degrees Fahrenheit. It's sunny. I don't know what else to tell you. Like, all our snow is gone. The grass looks like it needs cutting, but it, it's not going to happen. But anyway, welcome here to my channel. So on Sunday, I showed you how to do quick and dirty collage fodder. Very fast, very simple. Um, you know, stuff to use when we're doing our art journals or whatever. But somebody messaged me and asked me, once you've made it, what do you do with it? So I figured today on our live, I would kind of go through what I do with my collage fodder, the different ways that I use it. So I've got the ones that I did on Sunday. I pulled out some gel print papers that I have kicking around. I have some paper that I had photocopied because I wanted to use it as papers in a journal. Hey, Anne, welcome, welcome. Just the things that you tuck in so that, hey, Jan, welcome, welcome. Nice to see you guys. I just cut it up and tuck it into the pocket so they can write on the back, and it's got gel print on the front. I've got the stuff that I made the washi bits out of. So let's just kind of throw some ideas out there of what we can use this stuff for. Let's start with doing a flip. Just take a piece of something like this, and we'll just do a flip out for in a journal. So I don't know about you guys, but when I do a flip out, where's my page? I had a piece of paper folded in half. I lose things. Okay, so if we were doing a regular journal page, we usually take like copy paper. Hey, Belinda, welcome, welcome. Nice to see you. And you would fold it in half, and then you would decorate the bits, right? So a lot of times when we do this, we have a flip out. So, I've got all this blue stuff and I want to use, but I'm going to show you how I do this with a piece of gel print. That's what I'm going to use. So I'm going to use a ruler. Got so many bits of things on my paper. And so if this was your page, you would decide what size flip out you want to do. So I think I would like it to be about this big. I'm not straight. I know that. Probably, you would run it through your cutter, what have you, to make it straight. I am just going to tear because we know that's the way I operate really well. Or I think I operate that way really well. And I'm going to take this white strip off the top. This bottom didn't tear as nice as I wanted it to, so I'm just going to neaten that up a little bit. And as I say, I'm going to take this white bit off the top. So how are you guys doing? Okay, so I've got a piece that I'm going to use as my flip out. Now, I'm leaving the white edge because that's the way we're going to fold it. See, normally I would have a white piece or a lined piece of paper here to cover up the print because you want it so that people can use it, right? So I would have it so that it was easily used. This is nowhere near straight. We know that's the way I roll. I'm just going to watch where the print is, and I'm just going to cut along the bottom edge of the print. And maybe that'll tie that bottom bit up a bit. It's still cattywampus. Look, if I put it here, we got, but it's a junk journal, so it doesn't really matter. So what I will do is I will take a piece of this blue And I will glue it down onto there so that that print is covered. You guys know how to do this. I know you know how to do this. I'm glad you're doing good. Jan's experimenting with watercolors. You're doing well, Belinda. Nice. I am doing very well too. We went on putt yesterday. We did. Oh, this glue is empty. Well, that's not going to help me. I'll just use a glue stick because it's here. Um, we went on putt yesterday. We went out to the old Pinawa Dam. It was a hydro dam, and it's now defunct. So it's been turned into a park, so you can go and explore it. We were out there yesterday. It was lovely. It was a lovely, lovely day yesterday. We could be out in t-shirts, which is so weird for November in Manitoba. So weird. Yeah, so we went out to the Whiteshell, Jan. I've never been to Seven Sisters or Batula Lake or Dorothy Lake, any of that. Hey, Dawn, welcome, welcome. So we did that whole Highway 44, that really twisty, it's not 44, it's 11, I think. Can't remember. Anyway, it's really, really twisty and turny, and it was just beautiful. Really enjoyed it. How you doing, Dawn? I haven't received your stuff yet. I will let you know as soon as I get it. As I say, got stuff from Texas 5 weeks after it was sent. So I'm just showing how to do a flip out, cut a piece. This is going to be glued into the journal, right? So that this will flip. Because there was a lot of printing on the back, I just glued a piece of this blue copy paper. I will let you know as soon as I get it. I will do a grand unveiling. So I'm just going to trim this down. And no, I didn't measure. I just used a ruler and cut. So it is cattywampus. We were just talking about that. It's okay. It's okay. It's a junk journal, right? We do junk journals. Yeah. But seriously, because we had Mom and Dad's cottage, I never saw any of that kind of thing. And then we took the old Highway 44 into West Hawk and Falcon Lake and that area. And it was just bizarre, like twisty, turny, lots of rocks. So we're definitely going to go back there in the summer when there are actually leaves on the trees. But the rocks are just incredible. It was a beautiful adventure. Beautiful adventure. Ron took some pictures of the old turbines that are all really rusty and stuff. So I want to go through the photos that he took and see if there's anything that I could possibly salvage or clean up or whatever and put it in Meet Your Creativity so you guys can have it. Okay, so this is going to be a flip out. Now, you guys, when you're doing your journals, it's up to you what way you want to do your flip out. You can flip it this way. You can have it on this side so it flips open like that. You can have it on the top so it flips up. It's up to you. But because I'm using the stuff that I did yesterday, I'm just going to put it down. Oh, that one's way big. This one too. I wanted to use a long one. I guess I could cut them down. How about instead? Oh, look, they're all big. Who's making a pumpkin cake? Yeah, Ontario Lake of the Woods. Yeah, so it was absolutely a lovely day. Maybe I'll just use this one. Although I did want a longer. I did shorter ones. I know I did shorter ones. You guys watched me do shorter ones? Oi. Here's a short one. I like that. Okay. So I'm going to use this short one. You don't have to decorate the front too much. They can write on this. It's acrylic, so they can use gel pens or whatever on. You gained 10 pounds just making it? So is it just like a homemade cream cheese icing? Oh, yeah. Decadent. Love cream cheese icing. Hey, Barbara, welcome, welcome. So, this is the fodder that I did Sunday. I'm going to use this one here, but I think what I'd like to do is put a piece of the faux washi tape behind it. I've got this orange and browns, and I think that would be a lovely accent. So I'm just going to rip off a hunk, maybe this one with the greens and yellows. Okay, we're going to rip off a hunk of that. What I did was I took all those faux washi papers that we made in my live last week before. I can't even remember when we did it, but I put it all into strips. So I got 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch, 1 inch, etc. So I'm just ripping a chunk off, and I'm going to run it down the length of the page here. Yeah, that makes a good point. The treats at this time of year, it's crazy. I made people call them haystacks or no bake cookies, those ones with the oats and the cocoa. I made those, but I froze them all, which is worse because I love frozen cookies. So I'm just going to run a piece of that faux washi that we did. It's not level, is it? But I don't think the page is equal, so we'll just see. We'll just see if we can. I know some of you like to have things a little bit on the more even side. And the nice thing, this stuff is so thin, you can just kind of break it off. Break it off. They do make good border strips. So I've got that piece of washi tape. Now I'm going to put this down on top. And that's going to be my flip out. Just like that. Fast, simple. You know what? Before I do that, let's edge it in black. Let's edge it in black. Just a little bit extra punch. Yeah, Barbara, I get it. I always like to do mass makes. I mass make everything, even when I cook, because I like to have stuff in the freezer. Because, as you guys know, sometimes my hand just doesn't want to work right. So it's really difficult for me to peel veggies or whatever. So having food in the freezer that I can just reheat or whatever just makes life so much easier for me. All right, edge it in black using a glue stick. Not my favorite, but I've got them. I got to use them. So as I say, I'm just going to put that down just to the side, a little bit overlap there. And that's going to be my flip out. So now when I'm making a journal, it does. It really does. And it's easier for me to mass make than do a whole bunch of small different meals. And definitely, if you put it into portions, you're not going back for seconds because there aren't seconds to be had. So I'm considering this flip done. Used some washi, used some of those, these things, collage fodder we made. So as I say, because obviously this stem goes up, this one will flip this way in the journal. So I will be gluing this down. I might come and put some washi tape on it or something, but just something to do, right? Like it's simple, done. Okay. So now we can do the same kind of thing on ATCs, right? So I pulled out some of my ATCs that, the blanks that I have. Oh, we don't need 2 of those. Don't need 2 of those. You've got a small freezer? Yeah. I ended up buying an upright freezer. So I've got the freezer in my fridge. I've got a big chest freezer. And I bought an upright freezer. So the upright freezer has all the pre cooked stuff in it. And then the chest freezer, because I do my own veggies and I don't can because I have to use so much salt, I find when you can. So I usually just blanch and freeze the majority of stuff. So that's in the big chest freezer, and the one upstairs is, you go grocery shopping and you just throw stuff in. Oh, don't worry about the typos. Awesome. Thanks, guys. So, as you know, I make faux stitch. So I cut them with this fancy edging cutter. Yeah, exactly, Barbara. So I had made some faux stitch. This is a strip that was left over from doing that. So yeah, I saved these. Surprise. I'm just going to throw a little bit on each of these. We're just doing fast, simple today, guys. We're just, you know, frost-free freezer. Yeah, that's the way it is here too, Anne. It really is that. It really is. So I didn't cut these all the same size. You know, this one actually, if you see, I took a piece of lace and I used it as a stamp, not a stamp. I had it down and I stamped over it with paint so you can see all the little dots between the lace things. Yeah, my freezers are in dire need of defrosting, but I don't want to do that until it's freezing out, so that when I put stuff out in the garbage, it stays frozen. So I'm just putting these little bright white pieces down, just the way they are. Maybe we should do a cooking show on using up bits of, what we do with our leftovers, and how we utilize, like, when you cook a chicken and you have one meal out of it, and then you pull the rest off the bones and you use it for chicken salad, or you throw it in a fried rice or something, and then you take the carcass and you throw it in the soup pot. We should do something like that, using up, we could call it scrappers or something. Scraps of paper, scraps of food. I don't know. Anyway, I've got white stuff on these. They're all in the orange. So I don't know what color we want to use. We could use green. I kind of like the green with it. Blue is just wild. Maybe we should first decide which ones of these we want to use. I'm going to pull the big long ones out and find these little. We could do the grapes. Look at. Oh, wouldn't it be nice to have like a wine glass behind that? I think I'm going to have to look for a wine glass. That one can go there. Look, I've got a balloon. One of the balloons. Hey, Sherry, welcome. Nice to see you. I've been asked what I do with the bits that I make. It's like, what do you do with them? So I'm just kind of throwing some ideas together. We did a flip out. I'm just going to throw together some quick ATCs. You know what? I'm going to save these grapes and I'm going to leave them out. And I'm going to go through some magazines and see if I can find a wine glass. If not, I'm going to have to learn how to draw one. So that's kind of big. Is that too big, guys? If I put it like that with this, and then it could have like a word. I don't know. I don't know. I don't really like putting words on my stuff, but Do we want 2 balloons on here? I don't know if I want balloons on there. Let's, no. No, what about using some of these little flowers? Just a little flower? Because you do it in threes, right? So if I put these down like that, I don't think I'll use the washi. So I've got big flowers, I've got a big long stem thing, I've got just little flowers. And then I think what I would do is I would do a word or a little. What about phrases? Let's put a little heart with a phrase or something on. Let's do that. Do I want to edge these in black? Yes, no? Edge in black? You're not frozen yet? No, we're not frozen here. Yeah. I know about the head first in the freezer thing. Oh, no, Anne. Almost fell into there. No black? Yes, edge in black? Ladies, how about if I do this one in black and leave the other two? Let's put the glasses on. So, do we have any cute little uplifting quotes that I could write out a quick quote and put it on there? Or words, just words? You're out of sync today, ladies? Oh, look, this bin is full. Okay, let's put these down. Yeah, the black edging does make them pop. I could have put a piece of lace or something behind it, and that would have been just beautiful too, or a piece of cheesecloth. What about, look, I got this orange string here. It's got a knot in it because I chopped those rainbow journal bits apart. Let's use this. I'm going to glue this down. Your brother saved you from disaster multiple times? That's awesome. I'm just going to put a dot of glue right there so I can stick this in, this knot. So even though these guys have the same kind of theme, we're going to make them that little bit different. And then we're going to put this down with the glue stick. This. Want them all kind of sticking out one place. Make sure that's down good. We're going to trim these off. That's kind of fun. I think it still needs a little bit of something else. And we'll just glue this one down. Okay, Belinda. Barbara, I used to teach cooking. I worked for a place in Winnipeg called TSEN. It was an employment service for people with varying abilities. And so I ran a cooking program because so many of them get their food from the food banks and they're on such tight grocery budgets because they're on assistance. So I've got lots of recipes that are really quick and simple, and using things that you would get at the soup kitchen. So like rice and whatever, They were all nutritious, and and of course, because they got stuff from the food banks, like I talked to the food banks and they told me the kinds of things that they would usually get, things like Bisquick and different canned soups and stuff. So yeah, thanks, Jen. Okay, so now I think we need fun words. I'm just going to leave that white as it is because it's just something different. But we need some words. What kind of words do we want? And probably if I use this orange to put the words, because we've got orange on all of them, maybe. I was using this to roll up when we were doing peace. Definitely peace. Definitely peace. What do I want to use? Let's use a gel pen and let's do it in. All the plants have like a green on them, so let's do them in a green. I love the word peace. I do love the word peace. So we'll cut that off. And then we're going to go around the edge with the green. Give it a little bit of a frame so it's got a little bit of a peace, hope. Hope's another good word. And hope. You know what? I think I want a dark green. Pull the gel pens out. Let's write the word hope. And this one, let's outline in black. I do that here, didn't I? Kindness, that's another lovely word. So when you're doing ATCs, you can be as elaborate or as plain as you like. Just do it your style, right? Kindness. I think I'm going to outline them all in black because that gives it that little bit of punch. Here we go. I'm doing monochromatic again. Orange, orange, orange. Orange and green. Pick them all up the same. Yep. This one needs to be edged as well. You know what? I think I do want a little piece of washi behind them. Or let's outline this one first. These two first. I have an idea. I have an idea. Pulled out a hunk of meat today from the freezer. Our local grocery store sells like round. They would be considered like the round roast. It's boned. It's just a big chunk of meat, and sometimes they have it on sale for like $3.99 a pound. So then I chop it and use it as smaller roasts for pot roasts. So I pulled out a hunk today because way back I remember having pot roast soup at a Montana's restaurant, and I really, really enjoyed it. So I'm going to try making pot roast soup today. These are all my scissors are dollar store scissors, Barbara, because I bought them when I was teaching. So I needed fast, simple, easy scissors. So I've had these for a very long time. No, you know what? I've had them. Well, okay. How long have I been streaming? It's been almost a year this month, I think. Maybe I started in December, whatever. It's almost been a year, and I've been using these scissors, and I've had them for many years beforehand. Oh, yeah, these, I would rather chew fabric than use these on fabric. So I think that the words need just a little bit of something behind them to punch them. Like, if I, but then there's that whole top that is naked. So I want to use a big one at that top and then this small one here. But I think they needed something, something. What about if I took, hmm, they need something shiny. Something shiny. This way comes. What have I got? I use my fabric scissors for paper. I can hear you. The reason I use my fabric scissors for paper is because, why? Because sewing machines are still broken and I'm not fussy right now. Yeah, if the words were darker, they could stand out more. I could also put, let me find a piece of scrap black cardstock or something black. What about if I glue them onto these, onto here, and then cut them out, and then they would have like borders? I like that idea. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. Trader Joe's, same problem. Too many choices. I would love to have too many choices when it came to art supplies. Well, I do have lots of choices. I can't say that because I have so much stuff. I have lots of choices. This is the outline from one of the dolls, my paper dolls. This is why Kim doesn't throw things out, guys. I might still even be able to get stuff out of that. If I need black centers, like for a flower or something, I'll punch them out. You're frozen? Who else is frozen? Yeah. Shop your own house first, definitely. Oh, thanks, John. Oh, okay. That's weird, Belinda. You seem to have a lot of problems with my streams for some reason. See, that's better. Much better. Of course, I haven't really embellished these flowers and leaves. I've just outlined them. Could come back and doodle them, and you could add something different. No, that goes on this one. Or maybe what I'll do is I'll put some cheesecloth behind the words. Yet. Oh, with that desktop there. See this? Normally I would keep it. I'm really trying to thin down some stuff. I really am. It's okay. Cheesecloth. I had a bundle of cheesecloth on my desk. You know how that works on my desk, guys? Oy. Oh, hey, come back. Look, I have a purple flower hiding in the bottom of a pile of stuff. Okay, no cheesecloth. What about... Need something fun. Something... What about... Got that string there. I could add some more string under that. Take a couple of strands, tie a knot in it, and put it under that one. Beautiful ribbon. Yeah. I try not to cover up too much stuff. But sometimes you just gotta. Sometimes you gotta. Mr. Mushroom is over here. He's over there. Oh, I didn't bring down my Ron made me some Yes Men. I need to bring those down and show you. But I'm not going to go running upstairs for them now. I'll have them down here for Friday. He also did a whole bunch more wooden tops. So I've got a whole stack of wooden tops upstairs to go in our top bin. Yeah, I think this split's getting a bit bigger. I haven't looked at them closely for a while, but definitely looks like that is getting a bit bigger. A little crack there. Definitely an interesting piece. All right, so you know what? I like that. Look how fun that one is. Little ATC. We've got all kinds of stringy things. I could use these stringy things on these ones, or I've got other colors. What about green? How about green? I like that idea. Yes, wooden spinning tops, Barbara. Oh, that's going to make such a big knot. Let's see if I can glue it down without putting a knot in it. The reason I like to put a knot in it is I think it holds it nicer. It does leave like a lump and a bit of bulk to it, but it's this, nope, glue. We'll put it here. Put them there. Yeah, I have a bowl of wooden spinning tops, Barbara, like a bowl. He turns them on the lathe, and it's hilarious because they'll pull them out and have them spinning on the dining room table for family dinners. Like my kids, they're so used to having toys around my house. Actually, oh, you wouldn't see it. I took a picture of all these bits actually and posted it on Instagram, but I know that you're not on those things. I'll try and I'll pull the picture up and I know that I've got the tops in the picture. Give me a second. Oh, no. Photos. Photos. Come on. So I don't know how well you can see that. Let's turn that out again. Okay, so I took a picture of the Kimbits that I did, the collage fodder, but up in this corner you can see the wooden spinning tops. So the last couple he did are out of walnut, so they're really nice, dark hardwood. One of them makes a chatter when it spins, and the other one is so silent and it goes forever. So yeah, there's the spinning tops. I can bring those down as well on Friday. Do a show and tell of what he's been playing. Okay, so we've got 2 ATCs happening here. Oh, thanks, Barbara. Yeah, so many people want to purchase them, and it's like they're a choking hazard, and it kind of really bothers me. I mean, my kids have always had them and been watched. I just don't trust other people to watch their kids with, you know what I mean? I know you guys know what I mean. But when I was doing craft sales and things, Barbara, I would have the tops, and he also did little round flat disc things, and we were selling them as executive desk sets for the men that have everything. So quite a few. They had like matching plates to go with them. Because we both of us we're such children. Seriously, we are just such children. Okay. Put that down. Glue stick, glue stick, glue stick. And we'll put this here. All right. So, there. Gel print, collage fodder, and scraps. Right? And these are the ones that I used crayon to dye, the little threads, because I cut them off that journal. Okay. Okay, Barbara, no problem. So there. Now we've got 3 ATCs done and a fold out. Now let's try something a little bit different. What about like a hidden paper clip? And I know you guys have seen me do this in the past as well. So let's decide what we want to put on the front of the hidden paper clip. See, I've doodled on some of these, and some of them I have not doodled on. I think I want like a small, medium-sized cluster kind of thing. More like that. More like those. Okay, let's just use this one. Let's just use that. Oh, thanks, John. So we've got this. Let's take a chunk of this. I love this right here with the lattice on it. We're going to take that. Just cut all the way up. just cut all the way up. And I know that's way big for a hidden paper clip. But it may not be big enough. Okay, so what I want to do is fold this up like this. And that's going to come down. So it's going to be like a little matchbook. Okay, I'll do a really thin little one. I'm going to cut that in half. It's going to be little. I'll do 2. Do 2. Are you going to be too big now? Because we want that to tuck in, right? Not measuring. Not measuring, guys. That's too big. Oh, see? That could work because it's tucked in. Nope, that's too big as well. Uh-oh. Now what? Okay, let's just use... I've got just those circles that I did somewhere in here. I'm just going to use that circle, and I will put something behind it. Just a piece of that washi tape stuff, maybe. Might be too big. It's okay. I'm just going to use these circles and these. That's going to get tucked under. So to make it into a hidden paper clip, we're going to take the paper clips. I have paper clips. I'm just going to grab a couple of little paper clips. Paper clips. Yeah, like a little book of matches. You can do them whatever size you like. So we're going to put this paper clip on like this. Right? So we folded the bottom up. And we've got this coming down. And we've got the paper clip so it's across there. Does that make sense? And I'm going to put this one on the other side. And the reason I'm doing it one on each side is because sometimes you want it to go into the book this way, and sometimes you want it to go into that way, right? Does that make sense? Okay, so we've got the paper clips attached. Now, this is really, really fine. It's like a copy paper. I just gel printed on copy paper. We're going to take some of this blue and we're going to cut it down. We're going to kind of match it up and cut around it. And then we'll trim it again after. But we're going to go, reasonably close. We're going to do that for both of them. Hope this is making sense to you guys. Hope it's making sense. Let's do it this way because we want that paper clip to stick out just a little bit. Because, of course, you guys, you can use paper cutters to do this. I am just showing you things that I do. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this one down on that one and this one down on this one. And we're going to let it dry while I finish up showing you what else I'm doing with that. Oh no, Anne. That's annoying when that happens. So I'm just putting down glue. The thing is that you're going to take as straight an edge as possible and you're going to put it down over the side that the paper clip's on because you really want to make sure that the paper clip is glued in, right? So I really kind of push it down. I've got lots of glue between. And I know that a lot of people don't really like their paper clips showing, but you know what? This is just a little something to add, right? Little something to add in your books. Using up those little bits of gel print, um, collage fodder, you know, maybe we should do some more paper clips if you forgot. And we could always do that one day too. Okay, so now I'm going to trim it so that it matches the gel print on top. And this just gives it that little bit extra bit of stability. Plus it keeps the paper clip hidden. So now we're going to make sure that we fold it the way we had before. We're going to fold this bottom bit up, and we're going to fold this top bit so that it will go underneath. Okay. And the glue's wet. Yep. It will dry. We'll do the same thing with this one. And as I say, you could make them whatever size you want. You could use big paper clips, small paper clips. Up to you. Totally, totally up to you. Get rid of this scrap. And then we're going to fold it like we did the other one. Fold that up. Fold this one down. Now, the fun thing is, we've got this little pocket, like for a matchbook. Let's take some little bits of paper. What do I want to use? It's got to be kind of blank paper. Let's just take this blue. And we're going to fold it up a few times. We're going to see how wide that is, and we're going to leave it just a little bit on the inside, and we're going to cut it here. Probably do that twice. No rulers. Not using rulers. I know that doesn't surprise you, and I know it's probably giving some of the viewers a bit of an issue. Okay, so that is equal with that. I want it a little bit less. So we're just going to hack it down. Make sure that the folds are cut off the ends. I'm going to fold it in half. I'm going to open this up. I'm going to stick it in the bottom so it's like a matchbook, right? And I am going to take a stapler. And I'm going to put a staple in the very bottom, as close to the edge as possible, so that I get all those little papers as well. And it's just going to be a little tiny notepad thing. Hidden paper clip notepad that looks like a matchbook. So that tucks in. It'll be paper clipped onto your page. Let's take a page, and we can paper clip it to the page. Right. Then we can open it up, and look, there's all these little papers. And then we're going to take this and we're going to glue it on the front and maybe put a number beside it, like just a number. Let's do that. Oh, just like that. Okay. Before I get too carried away, let's do this other one the same way. Then I'll have two of those. This one's a little bit wider, so I don't really need to trim anything off the sides, I don't think. I'll see what happens. You know what? Rather be safe than sorry. Just do it, Kim. Just do it. Fold it in half. Stick it in. Oh, they're a little short. That's okay. Better to be short than too big, right? Give it a staple at the bottom. Of course, if you do this, the folder out of... Okay, Belinda, take care, hon. If you use cardstock for it, it's going to be sturdier, right? Okay, so now we've got two little matchbook notepad things. Let's put these, let's use the glue stick. Use the glue stick. So we know how big it's going to be. You know, we've got that front cover. We're going to glue these down. These are fun, these ones. Of course, you know, those little bits of paper, I don't know what the heck kind of notes you're going to put on them. And we're going to do it closer to the fold so that it's not quite, you know, either way. But I mean, you could do bigger ones so that you've got, like little matchbooks. Like little matchbooks. Okay. Lost the bottom of my chat. Right. Okay, so now let's put a number on them. Let's put a big number on them. Where's my fill it in number book? That's going to be way big. But let's just rip this page out. I guess I could have taken one from the beginning. But no, let's make things more difficult. So we want a bigger number. I think I'm going to have to use something like a 5-digit. 6-digit is going to be too big. I'll use these two 5-digit numbers right here. Just little whimsical fun things, guys. Not quite straight. Nothing about these things are straight. Of course, you know, if you want them perfectly straight, by all means, do it your way. I don't measure. I just like little bits of whimsy. So there you have it. We've got 2 hidden paper clips. And they're cute. You know, as I say, who knows what they can write down on there? Could be, you know, little phone numbers. Just using up bits, guys. Let's use our bits. Okay, so we've got those. We've got the ATCs. We've got the flip out. Now let's do like a border on a page using one of these really long ones because did them for borders. Right? So let's take this. Guess I could even use it on a smaller book. But I think I've got one this size that I'm working on. Maybe let's just do it right into one of the journals I'm working on. That makes sense to me. That way, we can just show you right in the book. Okay. Let's use this page. Maybe not. I've got all kinds of little flip outs and stuff in this book. Let's do this one, because that gives a nice contrast to that. We'll outline it in black. Yeah, these guys are so quick to make up, and really, they add just absolute whimsy. You know, you don't have to use your your own anything that you've got cut out of a magazine, right? Anything that's going to fit on that could be anything from soup to nuts, right? Guess I could have done this to all of them before I started working. But I didn't, because I didn't know exactly what I wanted to use. I had an idea of what I wanted to do to show you guys how to use your collage fodder and the bits that you've cut out of magazines. This is just napkin, and it does have Mod Podge on it, so that's why the pages were kind of sticky. But again, use these kinds of things as you would any other embellishment. If you are doing, I'll grab some other things to show you what they look like on different backgrounds. I'm going to put a piece of that washi tape stuff. I don't think I've got anything long enough. We'll see. What have I got? But this. This is more of the oranges again, right? More oranges. I think I'm going to use a wider piece. And I'm going to do it just the same way I did the this flip. The washi tape and the do a border. Do a border. I think I want to edge this in black as well. So I hope this is inspiring you guys to pull out the bits that you've made and play with them a bit. This stuff is so flimsy, it's really hard to edge. This is the washi that we did on the tracing paper the other day. All right. Let's put that down. Oh, see, bits. Get rid of the bits, Kim. Clean up after yourself. I'm bad for that. Absolutely horribly bad for that. So we're going to put this down close to the edge because it's the border. So anything that you put additional decor on, you can use these, right? It's just blah, 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 blah. Decor, decoration, what have you. Something like that. Do you think it needs maybe a thin strip of this blue, just plain blue behind it? I think just a strip of this plain blue behind it too would give it. I'm just going to take this piece and I don't want too big a strip. So if I had this right against the edge, just sit there for a minute. And then put this. I think I like that with the plain blue between the two. Thoughts, ideas? Let me just kind of position it and I will hold it up and show you. With the blue or without the blue? With or without? With? Okay. Okay. It does give it more definition. It does. Okay. Now. Let's just make sure I've got this end has glue on. Right. Trim that even with the page. Doesn't go right to the top. I'm fine with that. Now I think this I want closer to the bottom. Like this. Middle, bottom? Middle or bottom? I could have it here. Bottom. Or more to the middle. Hey, Joni, welcome, welcome. I am showing how to use this collage foddery stuff that we made on Sunday. Middle? So what have we done? We have done, things that are alive. We did a flip out for a journal using a piece of gel print or painty paper, a piece of homemade washi tape, and one of the bits I did on Sunday. Then we did ATCs again, using old gel prints or painty papers that I had. And so we made ATCs. Then we did these little hidden paper clips that are like matchbooks with, lots of little paper thingies. And now we're just doing a border in this journal. Just varieties of ways for using up the collage fodder that we make, or I make. Just showing you how I use my stuff. Well, not quite the middle. We'll slide it down just a little bit. So there we've got a border on that page. Thanks, Joni. Had fun doing them. Okay, so what else would you use them for? Could do them on, what did I just see recently? Somebody did a greeting card, so it had a painted page background. It was like a square. I know that's not square, but I don't measure. So then they had their card, and they had the square, and then they had the painted thing on the edge, a smaller painted thing on the edge. And then they did the fancy writing up with the card. So that would make a lovely, lovely little greeting card if you're into making greeting cards. What else would you guys use them for? Decor on a pocket. thoughts, ideas, plots. As I say, some of them I have embellished, some of them I have not. I just kind of, you know, bookmarks and tags. Oh, definitely tags. Tags. Let's do a couple of tags. Do I want to use? I really like the way that looked with that. Don't you think those go together really well? Mind you, I like it with that too. Okay, so let's use one with this and one with that. We'll do some tags. Let me just grab some tags. I should have some blank tags. Oh. I have these tags. So, how about, I know I'm going to end up with this top because of these reinforcements. So what if I just put like half of that and then this? Is that tag too stark? Or what if I did like this and then that? Yeah, tea dye color paper instead of the tags. I have, what do I have? I've got tea dye, coffee dyed paper. I got stuff, guys. You know I've got stuff. What about? Let's grab some coffee dyed paper here. Okay, so I've got coffee dyed paper. It's going to have to be backed on something because this is, well, I mean, I've got some coffee dyed tags. I just don't have any like right here, right now. So what about, let's do this. Let's just make up some tags. Come back it with some cardstock or something later. There we go. Let's just make some tags. I love the way this coffee staining actually went up so nice. I haven't had such nice ripply effects for a long time. Okay. Or if we just decorate it, it could just be like a journal card, not even a tag. What do you think? There's a rip on this side. It was a little bit. I really like that effect. The kitty corner, catty corner, whatever. Okay, I've got ideas. I'm going to cut this one here. And it's going to go, so it's kind of framed. And this is going to go there. And that'll be a journal card. I'm just going to tuck that as is into a journal. What do you think? Yeah. Okay. I really like this stripy paper. I think it turned out really nice. That was just one of those muck around papers that we were playing with one day here. You know, if you guys want to make sure everything lines up and is ticky boo for you, by all means. So I want that kind of like this. So there's a journaling card. It's just a piece of paper with stuff on it. Okay, we've got this one. Now, doesn't quite go. I could do something like that, and then those are a little long. What about this one? Something like this. What about something like that? Maybe right across this way. This way or the other way? At an angle or across? And do we want it centered or not? I kind of like the kitty corner like this. I'm going to do that one. Like that. So if you guys played along and did some of these book page collage fodder doodle things, I'd love to see them. Now I can come with black ink and go around these after. I love the way that turned out. Problem with the black ink, I've noticed that a lot of times it runs through, like it bleeds through on this coffee paper. I'll trim the sides. So that's two. And those will be cute just tucked in, right? Just tucked into pockets and journals. They really don't take much time. Well, okay. Once you've got all the pieces together, they don't take much time to make, but fortunate that we've got the bits pre-made. Okay, what are we going to do? Let's use this pink stuff on this one. Let's rip some of this. That we can use. This is using up gel prints and bits of, these collage fodder bits. Okay, let's just trim that. and this one. This and this. So I really liked the way, I like that kitty corner. I didn't leave these big enough, did I? Didn't. Okay. Um, let's take a bigger piece because I want it to be like this. Like that. So I'm going to glue this down onto there and then trim it. Kind of like the angle things. That corner. Okay, maybe not. Maybe not quite like that. And because the glue's still tacky, I'm going to rip it with the ruler. To cut off these edges. So it's almost like an envelope fold. It's not in the middle, but you know what I mean. Kind of cute. Kind of cute. Should I trim in here a little bit better? No. What do we want? What do we want? No, definitely need something bigger for this. Too big. Too big. I have to admit, I love these things. This is a nice one. That would be just, it's a little big. Big for those. So those are too big for these. Need to dig in here. What about those balloons? For that balloon? It could be a nice card front. Or this. That would have to be more because I really want that point to be showing. Balloons or leaves? Kind of like the balloons. What about that? Okay. We'll do this. I know we talked about putting real string or thread on them. I don't think I'm going to bother. I love the way that one turned out. Okay, two more. Two more. What else have I got in the way of? Oh, no, I have 3 more. I lied. So I've still got this. Oh, let's do that. Let's trim this white stuff off. And then we're going to glue it. It's not going to be a pocket. It's just going to be Thanks, Jen. Had a lot of fun playing lately. Oops. Oh, that didn't quite go to that corner the way I'd wanted it to. Are we going to be able to take it off? Ooh, just. Okay. It's okay. I can come and add a swirly thing with some ink after. Some flourishing or whatever you want to call it. It's got glue. Has glue. So, I'm thinking that maybe I'm going to do some Christmas trees this style on book page and do the same kind of thing for Christmas cards. So we've got that. Now we didn't decide what we wanted to put on it. So I did a lot of really small ones and not many medium-sized things. Not many medium-sized things at all. So I've got these 2 balloons. Do I have a 3rd balloon? Thought I had more balloons. I saw a balloon. There we go. What about those 3? Like that. Okay. Like this. Or like this. Balloons or leaves, guys? If I did Christmas trees and then used all blue and white gel prints for behind, so it's got a snow effect, that could be pretty cute. Balloons? Okay. Oh, I've got 2 for balloons. Leaves are going to go on the next one. So let's take this one, because it's the biggest, and it's going to go in the middle. I'm going to put it way close to the top. I don't normally send out Christmas cards, actually, but I have sent stuff out in Crafting Mamas group. That's Shelley Lynn's group, Crafting Mamas, because we do card exchanges in there. Well, it's not even a card exchange. People who would like you to send cards to their parents or themselves, whatever, they add their name and you can just send to whoever you like. So, okay. I have one more medium and then everything else is small. Small, small. So then I will do two small ones. I'll take this and I will rip it in half and I'll do two small ones. Crafting Mamas. Yeah, see, a lot of them ask like for stuff for their dad or their mom, just so that they get some fun mail at Christmas time. And Malia is a group moderator for there. Everything that's posted does require approval, but they're pretty fast in doing the approvals. All right, let's go back to this one. I've got some of that cut. So I'm going to do almost the way we did the you know what? I kind of like it like this. What do you think? Of course, it would be glued down. It'd be a little bit straighter than that. Hey, Roll, welcome, welcome. Just using up some of the Kim bits I did on Sunday and some gel prints. Just using things up. Somebody asked how I use my stuff that I make, so just kind of doing a quick make thing. Okay, so I'm just going to glue this down the middle. And I got those little ones. And I think on the little ones, I'm going to just use washi tape with those, like that full washi tape that I made. And I'm going to definitely have to do some more medium-sized collage fodder because everything else I've got is too small or too big. So just making some journaling, not necessarily cards. It's just coffee dyed paper, and I'm just gluing stuff on top just for tucking in pockets in journals. I think that definitely needs a black outline. I will do that with pen and ink after. We've got these two little ones, washi tape. Let's use purple washi tape because it's fun. We want about like a 1/2 inch cut. Well, this is nice. It's got turquoise on it. Yeah, my closet too. I have been so bad this past little while, just eating a lot of junk. So I'm just going to take it and maybe a catty corner. Let's do one catty corner. So we're going to cut that there. You know how we do those little envelopes too? Wouldn't this look cute? You know how we do those envelope clusters? And we're looking for stuff to stamp on the little bits on the envelopes? That would work really nice too. Maybe I'll make a couple of little envelopes while we're here. And I've got glue all over me. And this one I am going to do just at the side, down the side. down the side. I have a lot of that faux washi tape to use, guys. Have to admit, I really enjoyed making that. And the thing about these little cards or these little bits, you don't have to have lots of them in the books. You could just have one or two pieces. That one and kind of like that. Or this one. Okay. This one. Or this one. The single one or the cluster. Or a purple. Let's use the purple cluster. The purple one or the yellow one? The purple one or the orangey one? Purple. Okay. That one goes on there. Jan says the single flower. This single flower or this single flower or, oh, I like this one. This single flower. Or no, that's a balloon. That's a balloon, Kim. Ooh. I think I like this purple and yellow one best. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, thanks, Raul. This one or this one or this one. What else have I got? What else? This one? That one? Some of these are pretty ugly, guys. Anyone? I'm putting a single one on here because that's what Jan said for the other one. I like that one. Good. Okay. All right. Put these down. So then I have a bin of, I call it ready to stuff, so that when I'm filling up a journal, I can just grab things out of it and stuff the I will come back and put black around the edges. Oh, but then it'll soak through. Never mind. They're going to have to stay the way they are. All right. This one can go here. This bit of washi has a nice little bit of goldy glitter on it. Or I guess it was the green glitter. I can't remember. The glitter paint. Okay, so this is what we've got made today so far, guys. We've got all these little journal tucks. Six journal tucks. We have 2 hidden paper clips, 3 ATCs, and a flip. We're just cruising. Absolutely cruising. Absolutely cruising. All right. So I have this piece of coffee paper left. Let's do an envelope cluster. Or even just one envelope. This is just going to be a decorative envelope for on a page. We can make some smaller ones to go with it. Is that equal? No, it needs to be in just a little bit more. Okay, so we're just going to glue that together. I'm going to fold this one down. Down. This goes across. That goes across. Let's glue this point. A little bit down here, a little bit down there. Okay, fast, simple envelope, right? But we're going to make a cluster. So we're going to leave this as it is. I didn't ink any of the edges. I probably should have done that. Let's just do that really quickly. Really quickly. So I should have done it before I put it together. But because I didn't, we're going to be careful. And then, of course, the edges. The edges. All right. So we've got one envelope. Now, let's grab another piece of that paper and do a couple more smaller ones so that we've got a nice little cluster. We'll take, stuff stuck to it, guys. Stuff is stuck. And so we're going to do this one. Rip. And this one. Oh, look. Pretty darn close to square. I'm going to leave it just as it is. No, I'm just going to trim that one little corner off. There we go. There we go. Just folding super simple little envelopes. Use a square, you fold it up just over the line. Fold the sides in. Oh, way far in. I try and get them, as reasonably centered as possible so that the points are kind of the same. We're going to edge this one before we put it together. See if I can do a better job of it. Glue. You know what? I'm going to use the liquid glue for this one. This goes on here. Little drop there because it goes down. Across the bottom a little bit. Just along this edge slightly. And then the same thing on this side. Then across the bottom and this edge. Here we go. 2 envelopes. Again, fold it up to the middle a bit. Down. Put some glue on it. Thought I put glue on you. Oh, no. Edge it. Edge it. Okay. Now this can get glued down. A little bit across the bottom. At the edge to the point. Am I going too fast? Oh, there. Well, I don't know. I always seem to get the bottoms much wider than the tops. That's how it is. How it is in my world. This one seemed to be okay. Is good. Oh, look, and we can put these things in there. No, these papers that we did. Too big. But we could do something like that to put inside them. Okay, so don't need the glue just now. Edge all the way around with the black. So I'm not too happy with the way these bottoms kind of stick out. I'm going to have to disguise that somehow. It's going to have to go behind. Even behind. Well, I guess it's stuck out front. Is okay. It's okay. Oh, I didn't do this one. See? Getting ahead of myself. Now, of course, if you guys have envelope folding things or if you've got die cuts for making envelopes, by all means, use what you have. I do it this way because, A, I don't have a die for my cutting machine to cut them. I haven't worked one out that I want to use on the Cricut, or I haven't looked for one. This works to my satisfaction because I can just go like this. That would make one big envelope cluster. I'm not sure. Let's grab this. See, that would fit on a full size. But if I was to do it on this journal, put it in this journal, I think it would be too big. Well, I could probably get it to fit if I smush them a little bit more. Maybe. Maybe. That one might have to go like this, and you would have to go like that. It would be very, very close, but I could possibly do it so that I could fit it into this journal. Might make one smaller envelope for it. That might be the idea. Or I could just have them overlap like this, which is fine too. Should I put it in this envelope? This journal? Why not? Got to get this journal finished because it's one of those things that I have been working on forever and not getting anywhere with it. So we're going to take this and we're going to put it down on the page and we're going to take it from there. We will take it from there. Whoop. I'm going to put it as close to the middle as I can. And I'm not leaving any room behind it for tucking behind it. This journal is going to be a pig, one of my gator mouth things. So this one is going to go right here. No, let's use this one there. Like that. So I'm just gluing the backs all the way down on these two. Okay, so I've got that one overlapped. And this one is going to overlap as well. But I am going to have to leave some of it open because it's going to be overlapping that envelope. So I'm not going to do that side. I'm going to go like this. Down here. Oh, you know what? I want it down here. Yeah, so that kind of works. Like this. So then I have, where's those little ones that I did? The little papers. This one. I could put one in there, right? I'll probably make new ones so that it's a little bit deeper, longer. Can go in there and this, right? So I've got 3 pockets on this page, 3 little envelopes. But let's decorate with some of these. Looking for ones sort of the same colors. Isn't that cute? I'm going to glue those down like that. So again, using up what we've got. What we've made, what we've got. And what about if I took, wait. Nope. I was thinking if I had a nice, no, got a couple more like that color that I could. That might be too much. I think that's too much. So I'm going to leave that like that. And then, of course, you could put like a circle or something here if you want more journaling space. Make sure that your corners and everything are glued down. They can journal on the envelopes that way. And the way this one overlaps, it covers up that other ugly bottom side on this envelope. So there you have it. Ways to use your doodly bits or your collage fodder. Of course, if you've got little stamps or something you want to put in there in color, by all means. If you've got cups of coffee, if you're doing something like that, just little decor on the flaps of the envelope clusters, that works. Um, what else? Okay, so we've got the envelope clusters, we've got all this stuff. And I think that I'm going to call it a day. Thank you guys very much for being here and watching and throwing in ideas. I always appreciate it when you guys are involved and giving me ideas of what to do. If you try any of this stuff, if you do any of this stuff, please shout out and do it. Post it in Meet Your Creativity. I always love to see what you guys have been up to. And thanks for coming in and play. I hope I've inspired you to, try doing some, use up the bits you make in creative ways. I love to see it. Bye for now, everybody. Thanks everybody who's watching in the balcony. Thanks those who watch the replays. And I will see you guys Friday. Take care, everyone. Bye now.